Hello, my name is Shashank. I am going to give this short presentation on reliable byte stream using TCP. Now, most of the application protocol requires reliable data transfer, which in the internet is provided by the TCP transport service of protocol. Since most of the application need to transfer the data in a more efficient way, there is a need to transfer this data in a more reliable way. So, the solution to this problem is provided by the TCP transport protocol. TCP is a connection-oriented transport protocol. TCP provides a reliable byte stream service by a stream of 8 bytes is exchanged across the TCP connection. No record markers inserted by the TCP. The receiving or reading end cannot tell what size the individual writes were at the sending end. TCP decides how much the data to send and not the application. Here, each unit of data is regarded as a segment. The application cannot decide what amount the data is to be transmitted. This is completely decided by the TCP based on its capacity. Now let us see the characteristics of TCP. The TCP provides a reliable byte stream full duplex inter-process communication services to application programs or processes. This service is connection oriented and uses the concept of port numbers to identify processes. Now what is meant by reliable? All data will be delivered correctly to the destination process without errors, even though the underlying packet delivery service, that is internet protocol, is unreliable. Now what is connection oriented? Two processes which desire to communicate using TCP must first request a connection. A connection is closed when a communication is no longer desired. Now what is byte stream? An application which uses the TCP service is unaware of the fact that data is broken into segments for transmission over the network. Once the TCP connection is established, application data can flow in both directions simultaneously. Note that, however, the main application protocol do not take the advantages of this. So this is what we cover in full duplex. Now the port numbers are used to identify the processes or connections in the TCP. Now let us see how TCP provides reliability. TCP breaks application data into base size chunks. Now each chunk is called as segments. TCP maintains a timer for a segment waiting for acknowledgement. So the TCP, in order to maintain the time, uses the clock. The TCP retransmits segment if the acknowledgement is not returned before the timeout. When TCP receives data, it sends an acknowledgement is sent back to the sender. So here, when the TCP sends an data to the destination sends an acknowledgement stating that the desired data is being received. If the acknowledgement is not received in a particular time interval, then TCP retransmits this data to the destination once again. The TCP maintains end-to-end checksum on its header and data. TCP resequences data at the receiving side if necessary. TCP discards duplicate data at the receiving end. TCP provides flow control, finite buffer at each end of the connection. So the TCP also checks if the data has been duplicated, and if it is, then it discards the duplicate data. Now what is TCP made of? Now how this TCP segments? Now TCP slices the incoming byte stream data into segments for transmission across the internet. A segment is a highly structured data package consisting of an administrative header and some application data. As we can see in the below figure, the source port, destination port are used as the source and destinations. Sequence number for the sequencing of the data. An acknowledgement number is the acknowledgement sent by the destination to the sender. Now the other header stuff includes some information that is to be attached to the data that is being sent. Now the application data is an optional field here. The source and destination port numbers. We have already seen that TCP server processes wait for connections at a pre-agreed port number. At connection establishment time, TCP first allocates a client port number, a port number by which the client or initiating process can be identified. Each segment contains both port numbers. Segment and acknowledgement numbers. Every transmitted segment is identified with a 32-bit sequence number so that it can be explicitly acknowledged by the recipient. The acknowledgement number identifies the last segment received by the originator of this segment. The last thing is the application data. This is an option field in the TCP segments. This is because some segments convey only control information. For example, An acknowledgement segment has a valid acknowledgement number field but no data. The data field can be of any size up to the currently configured MMS for the whole segment. So this what covers the basic information regarding the TCP and how the reliable byte stream or how the reliably the data is transmitted from destination to the receiver by sending an acknowledgement and successfully transmitting the data from sender to destination. Thank you.